Good evening. This is Mehul Kuwadia, Secretary for BMA, and it is my pleasant responsibility today to conduct the proceedings of the AGM. It's my pleasure today to welcome so many past presidents, past office bearers, even past executive committee members, current office bearers, current executive committee members, and the incoming office bearers and executive committee members, our valued BMA members, and of course, last but not the least, very important, the BMA Secretariat, without whose help, without whose support, we would not be able to do what we are always planning to do. I welcome you all to the second virtual AGM. The first one we had last year, and we learned from that AGM a few things as to how probably to conduct a virtual AGM a little better, and I hope this AGM will definitely be better. We had received some feedback, and based on that we have made those changes, incorporated those changes. This is the 67th AGM, as we all know, of Bombay Management Association. And we all are so glad that you all have joined us, and we will take this AGM further. As Professor Manish said, that the quorum for 30 is required, and we already have more than 30 members present right now. Actually, it is, I think, 41 plus. And as per the Memorandum of Association, we have the required numbers in good standing. So therefore, this constitutes a quorum, and I am able to declare that the quorum is present, and so declare the AGM as open. Times have been bad. We all have been experiencing this since last more than a year, almost about 15 months. And almost everyone has lost someone near or dear, friends, due to the pandemic. So before we start this meeting, I request everyone to observe 1 minute silence in memory of some of the very well-known BMA members we lost recently, Professor Y.K. Bhushan and others also during the year, and the family members of some of the BMA members, friends also. We observe 1 minute silence. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
"11 months ago, last year in the month of July, we had the AGM, the first virtual AGM, and these 11 months have been eventful. After the AGM, when we all were talking, the office bearers and the committee, so we were all having this unknown fear as to how the year will go, what will happen due to the pandemic, how shall we continue with the programs, and in some of the reviews we were a little skeptical whether we will be able to generate a surplus, or all those kind of fears which everybody has, we also had. But I must say that these 11 months have been really very eventful, in spite of BMA office being closed and all our staff members working from home with all kinds of difficulties. Sometimes the internet is not there, sometimes the electricity is not there. We have achieved great milestones. Probably it has shown us a way of doing things in future, even if the office is open, even if of course the things will start happening, but these will be the milestones, and this will also be the roadmap for the future. I'm sure Professor Mani is going to share in detail the activities and the achievement during the year that has happened, and hence I would not like to dwell too much on it. But I would definitely like to bring three key highlights of the year. The first one, I would say that in spite of the ongoing pandemic, okay, in BMA, we had events for 130 days in 11 months. 11 months is like 330 days. Out of those 330 days, we had events for 130 days. 54 Wednesday wisdom webinars we did. 50 Friday fundamentals we did. And we had a whole lot of conferences and conclaves which went on for 25 days. So if you add it up, it's almost like 130 days plus a few things here and there which kept on happening. So we kept, the ball rolling. Not only that, we just kept the ball rolling, but if you say it is like an average of 2.5 events per week is what was happening. So, it was very active involvement, and this helped us to bring a huge brand equity. It helped us to get a whole lot of new members. Not only did we continue with our existing conferences, but we also added 7 new conclaves. Details Professor Mani would give us. But this is what has really taught us, and this is what is going to take BMA to the next level, I'm very sure. The second thing that I would like to highlight is the BMA YouTube channel, which has been created. We have now 600 subscribers and more than 100 videos of the events which are recorded. It is becoming a knowledge hub. It is becoming a knowledge library. And we find that there are a whole lot of people who keep on accessing this YouTube channel for their various reasons. So we can see that we are able to track, the number of people visiting. So it's not that just the videos are there. So I think that's another achievement. The second achievement which I would like to highlight, and the third achievement, last but not the least, very important, is that during the year we have got the ATG certificate. BMA is now an NGO. We have got a trust registration. So we will be able to accept donations and things like that. So, which was long awaited, and it has been pursued since a few years, which has happened. So these are the three, and apart from these, there are many more which has happened, which Professor Mani will share with you. Before inviting our current president, Professor Mani, to preside over the meeting, I definitely want to publicly acknowledge the support that I received from Professor Mani during the year in helping me execute my responsibilities as a secretary. While I must say he's a person who looks into every detail, but very rarely you find a person who looks into all the details and at the same time gives you a whole lot of liberty. This combination is very difficult, and I was lucky to have him. I must acknowledge the support that he gave me when me and my whole family were, suffering from very severe COVID, hospitalization and things like that. And the way in which he supported and helped me execute the responsibilities for the BMA. Sir, I remain indebted for that to Professor Mani. And I'm actually very lucky because in both the years, last year I was a treasurer, this year I am a secretary. I have had presidents who have been very much involved in the day-to-day activities, and they have been very hands-on, and because of that, things have been very smooth. So thank you, Chaya, also. Thank you, Professor Mani, and of course, Mr. Narayan and Kavita ji were always there. With these few words, I would, of course, I can go on and on because I'm becoming very passionate about BMA. Everybody knows that. But with these few words, we will continue with our AGM. And I now request our current president, Professor Mani, to address the meeting and provide us an overview of the activities during the year. Professor Mani, please.
Namaskar, everybody. Thank you, Mehul, for that very warm introduction and sharing some of the highlights of the year. I'd like to welcome everybody to this AGM. It's sheer nostalgia for me that I took on the mantle of BMA presidentship digitally last July. Corona had struck all of us, the pandemic was rampant, And the only way that one could take charge from the outgoing President Chaya was to do it digitally. One, of course, was hoping that one could hand over physically, but I guess Corona has its own plans. And therefore, in all fairness of succession planning and ensuring that the new team gets the best opportunity to do their best, we felt we should hand over digitally. So I guess 2020, 2021 will go in the annals of BMA as a historic moment that here was a president who took over digitally and who also handed over digitally. Perhaps that is the adversity of the situation, but I'm really tempted to recall some discussions we had last year during the tenure of Chaya, when we used to have meetings in Dr. Murtaza Khorakiwala's office with other past presidents like Ashok Sharmaji, Nitin Bhagwat present, where the discussion was, how soon can we make BMA digital? How can we reach our members in a digital format so that we can go far across the city, which is now becoming so difficult to travel to? And suddenly it happened. What we wanted to do in an incremental manner, we had to end up doing in an exponential manner. So somewhere, I guess, a deep sense of gratitude to the foresight of these past presidents I mentioned, who got us rolling into discussion about what we call digital BME. Of course, historically, be it Nirmala or Suresh Matre, they have always been talking about the fact that sooner or later, digital is going to be the way of life for future. And the sooner we embrace it, we would be better off for BME as an institution. So somewhere, these six geniuses in the form of our past presidents, I think, saw the future. Unfortunately, we had to embrace the future with the very, very unpleasant pandemic scenario. But nevertheless, the only way we could really reach out to the stakeholders of BMA, whom physical contact was impossible, whether it be management development programs or the management development services or the conferences and conclaves, which BMA was so famous for. Perhaps one transition happened when we had planned during the tenure of Chaya last year, the HR convention in the month of March. And that had to be postponed because that was when the pandemic started ravaging the country. Thanks to the great persuasion, diligent efforts of our past president, Sri Yogi Sriram, we decided to have the HR convention in the digital format spread over 9 Saturdays. And trust me, this was the transformation as far as all of us were concerned. Suddenly, every one of us had to think about how to use Zoom effectively, how to transfer slides in a proper manner, how to sometimes even convince speakers that talking to window panes can be as entertaining as talking to people who are sitting in front of you. This transition largely happened with the HR convention, and a big thank you to Yogi for facilitating this change of mindset from our end and successfully implementing the HR convention for us. I think this is where we tasted blood. Sorry to use that word, but we became a little confident that digital is the way of life and set ourselves a very ambitious target that by the end of the fiscal, by the time we hand over to the new team, we should have done at least 100 webinars between our Wednesdays, Fridays, and conclaves. It sounded a little audacious, but then as it happens in cricket, we always dream of hitting a century. So we said, why not aspire for it? And touch wood, with the cooperation and support of so many past presidents. I have named some of them, but I'd like to continue by saying that the next major event was the Digital Leadership Summit, where Ashok Sharmaji continued to interact and guide us. Nitin Bhagwat, of course. We had so many speakers coming in the DLS, which are executive committee, consisting of Supriya Sachdeva, Prashanti Reddy, Chandra Chintan Oza, Jagmohan Rishi took tremendous amount of efforts to get us not only local but global speakers. And this was yet another wonderful experience for all of us. Perhaps this gave us the confidence to launch so many other conclaves. We had the CSR conclave, which was headed by the IMA Council member, Dr. Ganesh Natarajan. We had the ESG conclave, given birth by our very own Sailesh Bhai Haribhakti. We had the Global Ethics Conclave, which was led by Sri Mahendra Chavan. We continued in this pursuit to have as many conclaves where we could get 10 to 12 speakers over a spread of 1 to 2 days. And they could give us so much of wisdom and knowledge, both nationally and internationally. Of course, our past presidents like Nirmala, Suresh Matre, Sri Ramakrishnan, Sri Vijay Jalan, Sri Anand Singhania were always ready to recommend good speakers to us for our Wednesday Wisdom webinars, for our conclaves. And their active support made it very easy to get quality speakers to our programs. I'm delighted to share with you that over this year, we have had 45 CEOs, managing directors, and members of the boards of several large organizations address our members of BMA. And I think this is solely because I was blessed with not only a wonderful executive council or an executive committee, but I think I was blessed with the tremendous support of the past presidents. And I bow and salute them for their enthusiasm. I almost felt at some stage that I was treating them like a member of the executive committee and not like a past president, and started feeling a little guilty that I used to take so much of their time, keep nagging them for support and guidance. But everyone with a smile was ever ready. All the people whom I mentioned have taken responsibility for at least one program or other during the course of the year. Of course, I must not forget to mention 3 or 4 names: Sri Indrapal Singh, Sri Ernest Fernandez, Professor Kondap, and Dr. Mohan. And I'm naming them for a very different reason. Besides all the support that they gave us, I would qualify them to be the most regular attendees of all our webinars. Seeing them in our webinars was such a sign of comfort that perhaps we are doing something right. It was such a motivation that across the cross-section of topics that we tried to have, be it yoga, be it good health, be it sports, be it issues related to man management, whether it is issues related to productivity, ESG, and the likes. You always had these 4 gentlemen present in most of the webinars. I used to often tell them, and pardon me for saying it once again in the AGM, I asked them sometimes, have you been so regular in college as you have been so regular in our webinars? And we always had that moment of laughter together, because it was their presence that really made a difference to our own motivation and our own energy levels as far as our programs went. Last but not the least, I'd like to officially thank the chairman of ITM Group, my boss, if I may say so, a past president of the Bombay Management Association, Dr. P.V. Ramana, for perhaps allowing me all the time and freedom, besides whatever sponsorship ITM could give for some of the events, in allowing me to spend as much time in pursuing this dream of really trying to make BMA a little more digital than it ever was. So while it appears that I was doing a vote of thanks, actually the story of how BMA went digital cannot be shared with you without contributions by all the people I just named. So it is these 20 people's blessings as past presidents, I think, made a significant difference to the activities that we did during the course of the year. As we progressed into Wednesday and Friday programs, we got more confident, and we had so many requests from speakers who wanted to be part of this entire activity. So as a committee, we decided that if there were people who were of certain stature, we would call them, honor them, and also ask them to speak on the BMA platform. We had 2 Padma Shri awardees and 1 Padma Vibhushan awardee speaking to us in the form of Dr. Sudha Raghunathan and Dr. R. Chidambaram. Thankfully, we could also get the current president of IMA and the current vice president of IMA, that is Harshpati Singhania ji, and also C.K. Ranganathan, to come and address our members. This, I thought, was a good acknowledgement of the fact that our webinars were now going on in good steam, and they recognize the fact that our webinars have been attended by, on an average, anywhere between 80 to 300 people consistently throughout the period that we organize these programs. This perhaps was a very satisfying moment because we could get into providing learning at the homes. If people were working from home, we said, can't they learn from home? So WFH is known to everybody, but we introduced learn from home, and this perhaps is the way of things to come. As I mentioned to you earlier, all this was mainly possible because we had a wonderful executive committee. I want to particularly name Supriya Sachdeva and Chintan Oza, who did a train the trainer program for all our secretariat, and therefore gave them the confidence to work on the digital platform. Be it Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, be it creating posters on Canva or any other such software, they gradually got groomed into the whole process. And the secretariat rose to the occasion and did a fantastic job. And full credit once again to these 2 people whom we started calling Supriya teacher and Chintan sir, because they started becoming the professors for these students who were our staff of the secretariat. As the year progressed, we saw some revenues coming in slowly, steadily, though of course fundraising was last of our thoughts, because we felt that in this pandemic times, as it is, resources were scarce and most resources were being diverted for COVID relief, and rightly so. We hardly approached any sponsors, strictly speaking. But thanks to the efforts, again, of some of our executive committee members, and particularly some support which we got from CIPLA Foundation, the ITM Foundation, and most importantly, Bajaj Electricals, with the support of Sri Shailesh Bhai Haribhakti, we were able to get good revenues coming in to ensure that at least when we handed over to Dr. Kavita, we gave her some surplus and absolutely no negative balance, because that was a concern that we had at the beginning of the year, considering the pandemic situation. I want to place on record a special mention of Sri Ernest Fernandez, who connected us with the Dr. K.S. Basu Memorial Trust. Dr. K.S. Basu, some of you will remember, was the 2nd president of the Bombay Management Association and the founding director of Jamnalal Bajaj Institute of Management Studies. Their foundation is looking to tie up with an institution in Mumbai where they could do management development activities and leadership development for the benefit of the community. We had a couple of meetings with Mr. Fernandez. He connected us with Professor Dhingra, who is the managing trustee based out of United States, and over several Zoom meetings, we could strike the deal. And they started sponsoring our programs. The first sponsorship came for the Innovation Conclave, and the second one came as a donation. By then, we had become a public charitable trust, and they were happy donating from trust to trust. And this perhaps gave us a solid advantage in, at least as they say, Mahurat Shuru Ho Gaya for fundraising under ATG. We got a 2 lakh donation from the KS Basu Memorial Trust, and that has opened the ATG account, if one might say so. Here is where I want to particularly mention the diligent, sincere, meticulous efforts of Sri Narayan, our honorary treasurer. Mr. Narayan is a person who many of you know because he served in BMA even in earlier committees. It was a Herculean task to get him to say yes, but I think once he was on board, it was a Herculean task managing all the nitty-gritties that he wanted to sort out. Jokes apart, he went into so much of detail, which I think was required. And that is how we could get the ATG matter right up to the Charity Commissioner's office once again. And we could talk to the income tax authorities. By God's grace, we found someone who was an ex-student known to me. And all put together, quote unquote, we managed to get that very, very elusive sheet of paper in hand. So thank you, Mr. Narayan. It couldn't have happened but for all the meticulous efforts, energy, detailing that you brought into the whole activity. And of course, throughout the year, we were able to streamline a lot of issues which were related to the manner in which we were having our accounts, and also have started discussions with the Podar House people. Some of you past presidents might know that we are supposed to be in Podar House on a pagadi concept. Now, this is a very old concept in Mumbai, and a lot of it has changed. And we feel that we still can get a better deal in the whole interaction. Notwithstanding pandemic, I've had some meetings with Mr. Rajiv Podar digitally, and once office reopens, we are going to have a full-fledged meeting of the new team along with some of us to ensure that we get the best benefit of the relationship that we have at Podar House. Because all of us believe that Podar House is a wonderful place for us to be at, but yet we have to ensure that we are getting the best facilities available at that location. So discussions have begun in that direction, and I'm just glad to share this with all of us that we are hoping to get some kind of benefit out of this whole deal in the next 3 to 6 months. Last but not the least, we had hoped that we could conduct the elections as per the schedules and norms of BME. And once again, of course, Mr. Suresh Matre and Nirmala Mendele rose to the occasion. Digital elections for second time in a row. And this was an unusual situation where we actually had an election in BME after the last couple of years. So as they say, there were candidates who were more than required in the quorum who wanted to get into BME, into positions, be it vice president, secretary, or committee members. The entire thing was handled flawlessly by Nirmala and Suresh. And I'm delighted to tell you, just to remind you, that as early as the first week of April, we had already declared the results of the next committee. And through April and May, both the committees, the outgoing committee and the incoming committee, have been working together, overlapping on so many issues, so that we can ensure that there is a great deal of seamless continuity. And that is what was achieved thanks to the efforts of both Nirmala and Suresh. I acknowledge both of you once again in this AGM, and thank you so much for the wonderful efforts that you put in, supported ably by Supriya Patade from our admin team of the Secretariat. Supriya perhaps has spent a lot of time in the election matters, referring back to them regularly, coordinating with NSDL, and trust me, none of it was very, very easy. It is this perspective which I thought I must share back with you vis-a-vis the elections, about which they had done a fantastic job. Last but not the least, as I sign off officially as the outgoing president of the year 2021 for the Bombay Management Association, I'd like to once again thank not only the entire team which was with me, every one of them supporting in some way or the other, about which I will take a break, a pause, and tell you a little more about each one of them a little later on after we continue with some of the other agenda of the AGM. Each one of them rose to the occasion, and I think that's what made such a great difference. As I mentioned to you, I was handed over the mantle in a digital way. I'm handing it further down in a digital way. But we all hope and pray that the next AGM is held as usual in a physical way. And perhaps this explains the transition. We were entirely physical, we became digital, and I hope we end up becoming phygital, which is the new normal that people are expecting. So when Chaya handed over to me, she had taken over physically, handed over digitally. I took over digitally, I'm handing over digitally, and we sincerely hope and pray that Kavita is taking over digitally but can hand over physically to the new incumbent whose name we will officially announce a little later. On that note, I'd like to thank every one of you for your attention. In the event I missed naming somebody, I'll do a little bit of revision as students do just before they write the next exam. And when I come back to speak once again, I will certainly make it a point to tell you about the wonderful support that I got from each one of you. I was indeed blessed by the fact that everyone I reached out to was ready to help. And I think that's what made this year so enjoyable. The statistics of 130 webinars was something we never expected. The participation of 80 to 300 people across programs, not expected. 20 plus past presidents. If I might venture to say, every past president of BMA who is currently active has been part of some program or the other, helped in creating some program, directing some program, helping us raise funds for some program. And I think just demonstrate the love and affection that they had for BMA. The fact that I was the receiver of all this love and affection made it so very, very enjoyable for me. But I'm very sure, looking at their passion, looking at their enthusiasm, we can expect their support in time to come forever, either in the digital platform or the physical platform. Thank you, everybody, for your patient listening. On that note, I will take a pause, hand back to Mehul to continue the other agenda for the AGM, and we look forward to our continued interaction through the AGM. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Mani. And I'm sure each one of us is experiencing the same emotions. Like I said, when we talk about BMA, we become emotional. I have been associated now with BMA for 34 years. I remember when in 87 I joined BMA, and today it's been 34 years. Anyway, we take the meeting further, and Professor, I just wanted to ask you that you wanted to talk about people now or after the okay.
Correct.
Okay. So we are reworking the schedule a little bit. Okay, fine. So we come to the some of the main parts of the AGM. First is the adoption of meetings, the 66th AGM. The minutes of the meeting has been circulated to everybody. In case somebody has any questions, please ask. We can clarify. Otherwise, we can go for passing the minutes with somebody who proposes and somebody who seconds it. But before that, would anybody like to ask any questions or are there any observations or any comments or anything that you would like to say? You may please raise your hand so we can unmute you.
Yeah, all participants can unmute themselves. The facility has been provided. You can unmute yourself and speak.
Pramod bhai, you want to say something? Yes, Pramod bhai.
Yeah, Professor Mani, Kavita, and all other colleagues and past presidents, I'm very happy to be present here today. And I had the pleasure of working with Professor Mani for a period of 1 year, though I think maybe through oversight he has not mentioned my name, but he was very supportive, and I have given him full support as a BMA past secretary and past treasurer. And I had a long career like Mr. Kwaria, more than 4 decades association with the BMA, and I'm proud to be along with today. And Professor Mani, despite a lot of difficulties about digitization and whatever, he has done an excellent job, and he has been always keeping very cool, taking all the colleagues in the confidence, and he has performed like a good professor, good teacher, and as a good executive also. So we are proud of him, and I wish incoming president all the best, and also Mehul bhai and all other colleagues all the best in the future years to come. And I have been happy, very happy that in collaboration with Lions Club, Rotary Club, Maharashtra Chamber and CFBP, I have done few programs of webinars with the permission of the President. And I'm very happy that he accepted my proposal and we could do something for BMA. And my support will continue forever till I continue for BMA. Thank you.
Thank you, Pramod Bhai. Shailesh Bhai, I can see you have raised your hand.
Yeah.
You would like to...
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Shailesh Bhai.
So first of all, let me begin with a prayer for all the people that we have lost to COVID and for the amazing amount of sympathy that we have shown as an association for this pandemic. Let me begin by saying that despite the tremendous headwinds of the pandemic, BMA performed out of its skin, thanks to its exceptional leadership. And when I think of BMA's leadership, I must single out the amazing contribution that Professor Mani made during the last year. I think it was an extraordinary year for BMA. We rose in public esteem. We rose in terms of the content that we now have a full library of on YouTube. And I would encourage everybody to subscribe to that YouTube channel of BMA. It is rich content that all of us can enjoy for many, many years. And more particularly, the fact that so many of us got together during the last year. And so I heartily propose the adoption of not only the previous year's report and the wonderful way in which BMA's affairs were conducted, but I am in support of all resolutions at this annual general meeting. As a special gesture from past presidents, I would like to present to Professor Mani a token of our appreciation. I don't know whether that is possible now or a little later, but please understand, Professor Mani, that we all admire, congratulate, and marvel at the amazing work that you did and that the whole committee of BMA did during the last year. Mehul, it's been a pleasure seeing you, and I'm wonderful. So this is I have great pleasure in symbolically handing over this memento of appreciation to Professor Dr. R.S.S. Mani for his singular outstanding contribution to BMA and to the whole management movement during the year 2021. I just support everything in this AGM, but let me not finish before I compliment Kavita ji. Almost as soon as she took over, we had a wonderful interaction. I've given her a few recommendations, and I have no doubt that during the course of her tenure, along with the marvelous managing committee that BMA has elected, the flag of BMA will keep flying high, and we can look forward to yet another year of great success, great impact, and great contribution to the management movement. Thank you. And I really wish this AGM great, smooth success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shailesh Bhai. Your advice, your guidance, your mentorship was a significant contributor to the success of all the work that we did, which I mentioned as you were just coming in. But the plaque is something I'm going to cherish for a lifetime. Very thoughtful of all of you past presidents. My salutes and thank you very much once again. I see Mahendra Bhai has raised his hands.
May I?
Yes, please. Yes, sir.
So I fully endorse and echo each and every word of praise said by Shailesh Bhai and add my word of appreciation to the leader of BMA as President, Mr. Professor R.S.S. Mani and the entire team. And I simply would like to place on record that he's a charmer. He said 20 past presidents in some way or the other have supported the activities of this year is all because of his affectionate nudging, getting around people, even if they are busy, morning, evening, namaskaram, and in a very, very skillful manner getting around them. So that's a great skill, for a leader. So I want to particularly thank you, Professor Mani, for rejuvenating so many past presidents' active participation, which will definitely go a long way. Kavita, I know for almost last 25, 30 years, and I have complete faith that she's on a silent side, but she's a solid citizen, and she would almost do equally good job. So with this, I give my best wishes to outgoing president as well as incoming president and the entire team. And as the constitution requires the proposal to be proposed, which Shailesh Bhai has proposed, I have great pleasure in seconding it. Mehul, for you to note. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank-
much.
Thank you, Mr. Chauhan, and thank you, Shailesh Bhai. So the first item on our agenda, which was the minutes of the meeting of the last AGM, it has been proposed by Shailesh Bhai and seconded by Mr. Chauhan. Thank you so much. We move to the second part, the second item in the agenda. That is the presentation of the financials. As Professor Mani mentioned, I have also mentioned that in spite of the pandemic, in the first half of the year, it was a tremendous challenge for us, and we felt that maybe, we may not have a surplus or we may be in the negative, but we all worked together, and especially Mr. Narayan focused in a certain manner. And at the end of it, we do have a good surplus. I invite Mr. K. Narayan. I think somebody unmuted, sorry. I invite Mr. K. Narayan, who is Treasurer for Bombay Management Association, to present the financials for the year, the highlights of the year.
Thank you, Mehul Bhai, and thank you to everyone. Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure and honor to be here today as the Treasurer of the BMA for this year that we just concluded. It's been very nostalgic for me to recall that in 2018, when I came in as the executive committee member, when Nirmala was the president, Shailesh Bhai had at that time laid out the vision as to how BMA should become one of the premier management development organizations, and he had urged us at that time that the CSR law is coming and that we should move towards getting the approval of the Charity Commissioner and make it an ATG. So with the support of Nirmala that year, I was the one who initiated this whole process of making an application to the Charity Commissioner. And I'm happy to say that during my tenure as the Treasurer, we have been able to conclude and get the approval of the Charity Commissioner. And thank you, Shailesh Bhai, for setting that vision, and for Nirmala for pushing that in that year. I think it has been a very, very critical milestone for BMA to having received this. And it was not an easy task to move the papers during the pandemic because offices were closed. And apart from the Charity Commissioner approval, we also needed the income tax approval, for which we had to move the papers, and some of the documents were not traceable. But with the help of the Secretariat, we managed to get a copy of the certificate that they wanted. And then finally, with the help of some contacts Professor Mani could really pull through, we were able to convince the authorities that we indeed mean to convert ourselves into a charitable trust and a charitable organization. So I think that is, I'm happy to say that we have been able to get this cleared, and this will open up a new opportunity for BMA to receive donations under CSR. So, so I think that is a good milestone for BMA. Now, on to the financials. I'm sure all of you must have read and seen the accounts that have been circulated. I'm sure all of you would support and approve and adopt the accounts. But some of the highlights, as you would have noticed, is that despite trying and difficult year, we have been able to generate a surplus of 6.73 lakhs. Which has been transferred to the balance sheet, and the balance sheet has been strengthened to that extent. The significant, if we were to really look at the financials, we've been able to generate a higher income in terms of our interest on fixed deposits. We've been able to also add to our earmark funds. And overall, it has been a year which, in comparison to the year ended March 20, where we had a total revenue of 72,94,000 and an expense of 68,11,000. This year, on a lower revenue base of 45,77,000, we were able to control the expenses at 39 lakhs and therefore generate a surplus of 6,73,000. So overall, I think it has been a very, very satisfying year for me as I lay down office. And I'm happy to say that the Secretariat, as well as all the EC members, were in full support of whatever we did to control expenses. I must also say that we adopted a little different approach this year, where we got our statutory auditors to audit our accounts, even as we completed 9 months. And we made sure that we are on track to do the AGM today. The result that we could complete the final audit and expeditiously. And I must thank both Nainit Savla and company and the auditors for their support. So I think that's an overall kind of presentation. If there are any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Can I just add one suggestion, Mr. Narayan?
Yes, sir.
So congratulations on HIG, but I think now the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, I'm sure you may have done, but at the cost of reputation, all CSR funds, it's mandatory to have CSR Form 1 and the registration with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs also.
Right.
Very easily doable online, you can do or take help of any company.
Yes. Noted, sir.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chauhan. Would anybody else like to ask a question or have any observations? May I?
Mehul, just unmute yourself. Unmute, yeah. Okay.
It happened, yeah. Okay. So now we come to item number 2.
Anybody who...
Yeah. I don't see any hands which are raised, Professor. So that's the reason I thought we will move ahead and ask for somebody who will propose.
Right. So I think
the adoption of the annual accounts.
I can see.
You can see?
Maybe you, yeah. I can see Mr. Sarang has proposed.
Okay. Mr. MD Agarwal has raised a hand.
Okay.
Agarwal ji, you would like to say or you would like to second?
Agarwal ji, go ahead. You can unmute and speak. Please unmute yourself, MD, then you can speak. I wonder if he has some network issues. Sarangapani has already raised his hand for proposing. Can we get someone else to second in the meantime? Yeah, MD Agarwal, go ahead. Okay, Sailesh Bhai has raised his hand again. We can ask him to speak.
So I will second, and I think this financial performance is spectacular. As I saw the balance sheet, I was totally impressed by the way that investments of BMA have been secured, and great care and attention. Mr. Narayan, kudos to you for not only managing the finances so well, but also completing the audit in record time. Brilliant work done. All of us should compliment this team for extraordinarily giving us a great report. Thank you.
Professor R.S. Mani, can I speak now?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Agarwal ji.
Yes,
First of all, I will like to second passing this account. So this was a great year, and you are able to show a good surplus. 6.7 lakhs, around 7 lakhs is a great surplus in this pandemic time. And I would like to record the contribution of Mr. Narayan for the work which I was that time the president. When Nirmala has came out with this idea and we filed this application for registration of BMA as a charity organization, and now this dream has become a reality. So many thanks, and I was not knowing the kind of efforts has been put by Dr. R.S. Mani and his team this year, and this is a great I will say a new addition in the BMA activities, which probably the next committee will like to take up, and maybe it may require some different kind of approach, rather than only doing activities. So I think this was a great year, and I'm very happy to see a plant which I have seeded during my presidency as a digital BMA. Now it has taken a Barakat Katti, So I think the next committee will further make the BMA more, though we are expecting that we should work in physically, but the next committee will take the digital movement much ahead. Whatever learning we have from Professor Mani, next committee will take it further. And I remember that when I approached Suchita that time, and Professor Mr. Chintan, they were very new members. Now I'm very happy to note that they have contributed a lot in this movement of making the BMA digital. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Agarwal ji. So this motion has been proposed by Mr. Sarangapani and seconded by Mr. MD Agarwal. We come to the third item on the agenda, which is adoption of the annual report. I would like somebody to propose and somebody to second. But before that, if anybody has any question.
Mehul, suddenly you've gone on mute again.
If anybody has any questions to ask relating to the annual report, please raise your hand.
I noticed Yogi was raising his hand. Please go ahead. All participants are allowed to
happy to
unmute
propose or to second whatever you want me to do. Very happy to do that. And I also,
Sir, since you are the first one, we will take you as a proposer.
great. I had some comments to make. Please tell me at what point of time. It's more of an open house kind of comment. I don't want to distract the proceedings right now. Let me know when I should speak about it.
Sure.
I'm happy to second the annual report.
Well, since you're there.
Yeah. Who is seconding it?
Anil Kamath.
Anil.
Thank you.
Anil Kamath. So this motion has been proposed and seconded. Okay. We come to the fourth point in the agenda, which is the reappointment of the statutory auditor. The statutory auditor is Maru, and they have been with us since now this will be the third year. We have been happy with their work, Mr. Narayan himself also acknowledged that they have been able to do the audit in record time. So hence the current office bearers feel that they are good for reappointment. Ellen Maru and company. Mr. Narayan, would you like to add anything to the recommendation of Ellen Maru?
No, I support what you said, Mehul, and I think they have been very, very supportive, and they have been very, very good in giving us timely advice on various matters. So I would really support what you're saying, and I would also say that you will have to propose their current remuneration be continued or take an enabling provision for the new committee to fix the remuneration.
I guess it will be for the new committee to look at the remuneration.
Yeah.
I think you have to, as Mr. Narayan said, you'll have to take an enabling provision that they were appointed and their remuneration shall be fixed by
the new committee.
Yes.
By the new committee. So who would like to propose and who would like to second?
So I'm happy to propose their appointment, Anil Kamath here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Anil Kamath ji. And seconded by?
Mehul Panikkar here, I second it.
Okay. Radharaman Panikkar, who is our existing EC member and also the chairman of ISTD Mumbai chapter. So he's seconding it. So this motion has been passed. Thank you. We move to the...
Sorry, Mehul, just one more point here. I think there are two parts to their role. One is as a statutory auditor, and then there is also compliances with the charity commissioner, which we had agreed and we had got them to support us on that activity. So I think just making a mention here so that everybody knows that Maru is also supporting us on filing all our reports and returns with the charity commissioner.
Yes.
In fact, they have started the preliminary work of what Mahendra Bhai already said about the new CSR norms to be followed for ATG organizations. So just as a point of reference. Continue, Mehul.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we come to the fifth item in the agenda. That is the declaration of the election results for 21-22, 22-23. So, Oindrila, I would request you to please share the PPT so that I can announce the name. As we have already shared with you, Mr. Suresh Matre and Nirmala Menle were the election officers and they did a wonderful job. Oindrila, next PPT. The newly elected EC members are Jagmohan Rishi. As we all know, Jagmohan has been very active, especially since last 2-3 years. And he has been contributing a lot to our Leader Next program. Shripat Ranade, who has also been active since 2-3 years. Dr. Bigyan Verma, Vaijanti Nayak, and Indranil Ghosh. We have 5 members who have been elected for 2 years. The continuing members have been Supriya Sachdeva, Arun Chitlangia, and Radharaman Panikkar. The office bearers who have been elected are Kavita Lagate, who was vice president and now becomes the president this year, as we all know. For the position of honorary vice president, Rajesh Sharma has been elected. For honorary secretary, Prashanti Reddy has been elected. And for honorary treasurer, Kiran Yadav has been elected. So we congratulate each one and welcome them. Now I would request Professor Mani to come back again, and he wanted to mention about the contributions of of many of the EC members, co-opted members, BMA staff. So I hand it over to you, Professor Mani.
Thanks, Mehul, for completing all the agenda for the AGM very smoothly and effectively. Pramod Bhai Shah, I hope you're there. Let me reassure you, we haven't forgotten anybody, nor have really, missed out anybody. It's just that I wanted to give a pause to all the attendees. Otherwise, they would be getting a little tired of only listening to me. So we first looked at how we built up the story of last year. And the story of last year could never be complete without acknowledging the stellar efforts of our past presidents. And I repeat, at times I used to feel guilty that I'm asking them to do as much work as perhaps my executive committee members did. But here is where, once again, let's appreciate first Suresh Matre and his wonderful support during the smooth conduct of elections. This is, sir, a certificate of appreciation from our side. Request you to please accept it as a token of love and affection. And the same is for Nirmala Mehendale. So both our past presidents, wonderful work in conducting the smooth flow of elections. Every step was taken care of. Every due diligence was done. So much so that the NSDL people perhaps started wondering whether we are doing some corporate election of some company which is so many $1 billion, and they are worried about due diligence and so on. Such was the meticulousness of Nirmala as well as Mr. Matre. Thank you once again for that stellar support. I'd like to also place on record, perhaps each member of the executive committee has contributed in some way or the other. It's not that we are just presenting a certificate to them. They have tremendous contribution. I'd like to begin first, Jagmohan Rishi. Of course, he's been very active in the digital training of our staff. He was also one of our core faculty for several programs. And of course, Leader Next is one of the activities that he's worked on very closely on behalf of BMA and Bajaj. Jagmohan, thank you very much. I'd now like to move on to CA RSR Murthy, who came back as a co-opted member after a sabbatical for a couple of years. He worked with Mr. Narayan and looked at fine-tuning several aspects of accounting and how we can strengthen it, keeping in mind the Charity Commissioner, the ATG requirements, and time to come. Thank you, CA RSR Murthy. We'd now like to acknowledge the support of Vaijayanti Naik, not only an active member of the Leader Next team, she went out of the way to connect us with several faculty who could come in and take sessions for our Wednesday Wisdom webinar. She, of course, is now a member of the new committee also, and we expect more magic from her in time to come. Thank you, Vaijayanti. We now move on to felicitate Pramod Bhai Shah. What's very unique about Pramod Bhai is his desire to bring in collaborations, be in Rotary Club, Lions Club, Council for Fair Business Practices, and so many associations with whom he connected us. And it became very easy to do collaborative programs. Thank you, Pramod Bhai, for initiating this idea. And I must tell you, over the year, we did about 15 collaborative programs with different agencies. One of them was ISTD, where Arun Chitlangia, Mehul Kavadia, Radharaman Panikar, all of them are involved, and they helped us in building those bridges with ISTD. Thanks, Arun, for your support and contribution and regular participation. We now move on to acknowledge the support and contribution of our next executive committee member, Chintan Oza. I mentioned to you about him already. Chintan sir, if I may say so, master trainer, teacher, expert in all latest technologies, but came down to the grassroots level to train all our staff in the use of digital technology for BMA. Thank you once again, Chintan. Mr. Panikar, whom I mentioned, is a new entrant to BMA. Tremendous amount of experience with ISTD, gave us a lot of ideas and suggestions from there, was part of the team which also hosted the 10X Scale Up Summit. Thank you, Mr. Panikar. We look forward to your continued advice in the next year too. Supriya teacher, whom we fondly call her because we already have Supriya in the secretariat as a means of distinction and the wonderful work that she did as a teacher. Supriya teacher did a wonderful job in getting everybody up to tune on digital, helped us in our campaigns on Facebook, LinkedIn, with lots of sensible advice. Thank you once again, Supriya, besides being part of the DLS organizing team. Shripad, as was mentioned already, a person again who's been recommending so many star faculty for our Wednesday and Friday programs. Every faculty he recommended hit a century in terms of attendance. Of course, Shripad has been very meticulously involved in planning along with the entire Leader Next team for the modules and the faculty. Wonderful work, Shripad. Thank you. It's now time to recognize Prashanti. She, of course, was one of those who was truly for us a global support. Work took her to Dubai, and from there, she's been helping us in large measure, introduced us to several international faculty who came in for our DLS summit. She herself took 2 sessions as part of the BMA activities. And in fact, one of the activities we did for the academic institutions attached to BMA was led by Prashanti. Thank you, Prashanti, and congratulations on taking over the mantle of secretary for the coming year. Rajesh Sharma, very, very unassuming, a man of few words, but is always there to solve the problem when it occurs. Wonderful person, helped us by getting so many faculty. And Rajesh, congratulations on becoming the vice president for the current year. We look forward to more magic from you in time to come. I'd now like to appreciate Kiran Yadav, who of course is a colleague from academia, but also a consultant, connected with so many people and helped us do the 10X Scale Up Summit so effectively. Welcome, Kiran, as the new treasurer. Congratulations to you once again. Mr. Narayan, of course, the pillar of our executive committee in terms of diligence, keeping all records intact, the financial part, and of course, the icing on the cake, the ATG certification, which we managed, which was a dream seen right beyond MD Agarwal to Nirmala, to so many others who had slogged it out before the matter came to us. And luckily, we could get that sheet of paper in hand. Thank you, Mr. Narayan, for your tireless efforts. Of course, Mehul is what I call the Bhishma Pitamaha of BMA, been around with BMA in so many roles and forms. I worked with him in ISTD also. Very, very sound person when it comes to rules, regulations, often there to give the right advice at the right point in time. Despite his illness and his family going through all the turmoil due to COVID, he was always there, ever ready to support. Thanks, Mehul. It made a lot of difference to the way we could succeed this year. Of course, Dr. Kavita Lagate, our honorary vice president, just for another 5 minutes, if I may say so, because we are soon going to call her the president. Wonderful support once again. Perhaps it was very easy for us to relate to each other, considering that we were both from academics. The problems we faced were similar. The pressures at work were similar. And as all of us already still realize, academic institutions are one which are most affected by COVID, not necessarily the business ones. Always ready to support, quickly would say yes or no. She never sat on papers, not the typical bureaucratic approach, always supportive. Very often she would say, if you think it is right, go ahead, you can always tell me later. Such was the confidence she displayed in the committee and the decisions we took. Thank you, Dr. Kavita, and we congratulate you once again on becoming the incoming president. Last but not the least in hierarchy, I'd like to acknowledge Chaya Sehgal, who had handed over the baton to me last year. We worked together for 2 years now, one when I was the vice president and second year when in the current term for me. She laid the foundation for so many things along with Dr. Murtaza Khorakiwala, and I'm glad we could continue the journey on some of these things. Many of these activities which we started last year have continued this year, be it the DLS, be it the 10X Scale Up Conclave, be it even the Leader Next program with Jamna Lal Bajaj. The one program we couldn't complete because colleges were closed was the Inathon, which Rajesh Sharma was handling then. And since he's a core member, I'm sure he'll make it happen this year when colleges reopen. Thank you, Chaya, for all your support and guidance. We appreciate your support that you gave us throughout the year. Thank you, everybody. It's my honor and pleasure that I could have a team like this. And can you imagine, we haven't physically met even once during the course of the year, not even once. And still, if we've been able to relate to each other and get something done to the best of our abilities, I must owe a deep sense of gratitude to every one of you members of the EC. Last but not the least, the foundation of all this, as they say, it's very easy to conceive ideas, but it's very difficult to deliver. It's very difficult to implement. And here is where the rock solid support of Atmanirbhar BME, the Secretariat. Why I use the word Atmanirbhar is every communication that you have seen coming out from BME to all of you was not done by outside agencies because they were all closed, be it brochures, be it flyers, be it JPEG images, be it the YouTube channel, was done entirely by the Secretariat. Lakshmi Gupta, who looked after all the Wednesday and Friday programs, preparing the brochures, getting the lists made, coordinating with the participants. Wonderful effort, Lakshmi. Appreciate the wonderful work that you did. This certificate is just a token of appreciation. Supporting her very, very ably in this entire journey of going digital was Oindrilla. Whether it be the WhatsApp messages, whether it's a website updation or the e-magazines that we created, Oindrilla was always up and ready. In fact, she was one of those rare people who almost every day would send a message, what work do I have to do today? And very often at the afternoon time, she would say, is that all for today? That was the kind of energy level and enthusiasm that she took up to as far as digital went. Done a fantastic job. Thank you very much, Oindrilla. And if there was someone who worked very closely with Mr. Narayan, and the entire team taking care of the most important and difficult job of finance. Strategy is easy to do from home. HR is easy to do from home, but finance and accounts involve so many stakeholders. It's a very, very tough job. And I think Deepa more than rose to the occasion, supported Mr. Narayan and the whole team wonderfully. Kudos once again, Deepa, for your wonderful support. I'd now like to appreciate the efforts of two of them who perhaps are the oldest in terms of maturity and age, but youngest in terms of their tenure in BME. They've been around in BME for the last 18 months approximately. You may actually even say that these are the lockdown babies of BME. They have never almost worked in the office. They worked only digitally. And yet the kind of work that Supriya has shown in office administration and the elections was outstanding. Thank you very much, Supriya. We all appreciate the efforts that you put in throughout various activities during the course of the year. To complete the certification of appreciation, Hoimi Day, who has been singularly handling initially the Friday Fundas and then moved on to work on Inathon and the Leader Next program. The Leader Next program is a program which was sold last year to corporates as a classroom-based training. But this year, with the efforts of Kavita, Hoimi, and a lot of support from Chaya, Shripad, Jagmohan, Prashanti, all of them have gone ahead and created the e-module. And this time with 15 participants going through this digitally, 2/3 of the program completed. Hoimi has singularly handled this whole program. Compliments to you, Hoimi, and thank you very much for the wonderful support. So on that note, I want to once again say thank you, everybody. I've been getting a lot of accolades, a lot of good words of praise from so many of you at so many points in time. But I believe I'm just the Sutradhar. I'm just the receiver on all your behalf, because none of this we could have achieved without your able support, your enthusiasm, and ever ready to support any request made at any given point in time. I'm almost getting to feel that the entire team has worked so diligently that hats off to them. Thank you very much. I'm now getting a little nostalgic, so it's time. I'm going to stop talking. Thank you very much, everybody. My services continue to be available to BMA at any given point in time, and we look forward to a wonderful learning journey with Kavita and the entire new team. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you, Professor Mani. And I must say that we failed in our responsibilities to, maybe hand over a certificate of appreciation to you. We should have done that. The amazing work that you did, and it was a great learning under your leadership. Like I said at the start of the year, we were like, lost what we will do. Maybe this year we will have no activities, no profits, etc. But by the end of the year, I think we have achieved certain milestones, which even in the physical format, we have probably not done. 130 days of activity in a physical format, we have never done in BMA. In my 34 years of association with BMA, I don't think I have seen anything like that. So amazing. Amazing it was.
Thank you so much.
I would now come to the next part of the AGM, which is handing over the baton to the new president. I would request, which will happen digitally like it happened last year. So I would request Professor Mani to hand over the baton to Miss Kavita Lagate. Ondrila, I think there's a slide.
Congratulations once again, Dr. Kavita. Based on the election results and of course the standard operating practice of BMA that the Vice President grows to become the President, heartiest congratulations and welcome aboard as the President for this year in BMA, President 21-22. Here is the virtual lapel pin. I'm sure when office opens 2-3 months later, we are all optimistic, we will have the opportunity to present the real lapel pin. On that note, we all clap for Dr. Kavita Lagate, the new president of the Bombay Management Association. Over to you, Dr. Kavita. Thanks, Andrila.
Kavita ji, I request you to take over and share your thoughts.
Please unmute.
Thank you, Mehul Bhai. Thank you, Professor RSS Mani. And good evening to all. Honorable former presidents, current and the incoming executive committee members, and all the valued members of Bombay Management Association. First and foremost, I like to take this opportunity to thank you all for providing me the opportunity to serve you as a president of BMA for the year 2021-22, along with a very learned and vibrant executive committee. I feel humbled by the responsibility that is entrusted upon me as president of this Premier Management Association, led and served by stalwarts like Dr. S.S. Nadkarni, Dr. K.S. Basu, and many others. During my close interaction in the last few years, I have seen this association being steered on the growth path by dynamic leadership of Ms. Nirmala Mehendale, Mr. M.D. Agrawal, Dr. Murtaja Korakiwala, Chaya Sehgal Madam, Professor RSS Mani. The bar has been raised every year and so has been the expectations. I am feeling very, very excited and anxiety also in me. I am keenly aware that this year is also particularly critical considering the continued limiting environment due to COVID-19 pandemic. However, with the guidance and mentorship of all the stalwarts and the former presidents and support of a strong and experienced executive committee, I am committed to fulfill the expectation of our valued members. Bombay Management Association has over 1,600 individual members, corporate members, and academic institution members. And I, along with my team, are in the process of curating an all-around bouquet of services and programs to cater to all the sections of this association. In this year, we'll see a thrust on deeper and rigorous collaborations with management schools who are our members, with a launch of 2 unique initiatives for the development of management students into academically, socially, and professionally relevant future managers of the ecosystem. This will encourage the students to become members of the association, and we shall make an effort to catch them young, to have a long-term engagement and association with them as they eventually graduate and join corporate setups. The corporate membership should also be engaged and served with many original relevant sessions which will compel and attract them to the activities of BMA. The first offering towards this goal is the master class from the celebrated educators from India and abroad, an alternate Wednesdays during Wednesday Wisdom webinar. In this series, the first 2 lectures will be delivered by Professor Kevin Keller, the E.B. Osborne Professor of Marketing, Tuck School of Business, on 9th of June 2021, and Dr. Pramod Sinha, the former McKinsey head, Dean of Indian School of Business, and now in Ashoka University of Liberal Arts and Science, on 23rd June 2021. The second offering is Campus to Corporate initiative, where the young managers and executive will be trained and nurtured for the complexities in industry. Further, we are planning a series of Wednesday Wisdom webinars wherein we will pay tribute to the celebrated Indian managers who have made a difference to the industry and academia. The relevance of their teaching and contribution to management field is unmatched even in this era. And the goal of this offering is to pass this treasure on to the generations to come. The teams of young students and managers from our member management institutions will carry out the research under mentorship of a team of our former presidents and senior managers from the industry who had an opportunity to work with these stalwarts and showcase their contribution, the leadership traits of these personalities which appeal to the young practicing managers and impact on their colleagues and people around them on this WWW platform. I propose to register the eAmbit journal with UGC and ISSN distinction. This is also will enable the publication in the journal for consideration of academic evaluation. We are also working towards creating a performance evaluation scale for the hospitals to support the quality medical services which are a need of an hour. We have some very well designed programs that can be altered for corporate and academic needs. One such program is Leader 2020, which we repositioned last year in the virtual mode as Leader Next. And this has potential to be customized to the industry as per their specific needs, as well as for the academia for enhanced learning and development. We will make efforts to curate multiple variants to provide the tailor-made modules to cater to the L&D, learning and development needs of various sections of our members. We are hoping that with the vaccination process progressing well, the second half of this year, we shall be able to host the Innothon and the BMA Award ceremony too in phygital format. We will seek your advice regarding the quality certification of BMA. These certifications will add value in terms of standardization of processes and expanding the functions and reach of the association. Going forward, the registration of BMA as charitable trust allows BMA to accept the donations of various causes like CSR and use it for the development of association and the members. We need to make efforts to reach out to the corporates for such contributions and use this for the development of the management fraternity. During Dr. Khorakiwala's visionary tenure as president, the vision and mission of BMA was launched by introducing 4 major verticals of BMA: 10X Scale Up Summit, Innothon, Leader 2020, and Digital Leadership Summit. These were consolidated with a strong branding efforts under Ms. Chaya Sehgal's enterprising tenure along with the online launch of MDPs and MDS as Friday Fundamentals and Wednesday Wisdom webinars. The BMA journal was also revived and launched in the vertical format as eAmbit, and Innothon, Dandekar Memorial Trophy Fund, was set up. Last year, we all have seen MDPs and MDS flourishing and becoming very popular in their online avatars as Wednesday Wisdom webinars and Friday Fundamentals under Professor RSS Mani's dedicated efforts despite the crisis brought up all of us by this pandemic. Due to COVID-19 lockdown, the operations of associations are now in online mode and can be attended without travel to any place. The YouTube channel is active and has an archive of our webinars. Efforts are required for mobilizing and bringing the existing as well as new members to attend and explore the archives. We, as the current EC, seek your help, support, guidance, and contribution to make this reach wider among our existing members and also prospective members. Inclusiveness of programs supported by relevant and engaging initiatives will definitely attract the members to the association and will eventually mobilize the new memberships also. We have a wealth of experience in form of our members, our former presidents and the EC. The support of experienced secretariat is an added advantage as they provide technical and administrative support for functioning of the association. I propose to create a diversified structure of multiple committees to direct, steer, and implement these plans like in the past. My humble request to the former presidents and members to contribute to the cause. As I sign off today during this the 67th annual general meeting of association, I wish to reaffirm that we are all here for the service of the association and will strive to become the worthy of the successors of the competent and devoted teams of our seniors who served this great association in the past. Once again, I express my warm regards and best wishes to all the members present today and request them to come forward for the cause of development of management and the thought leadership. Thank you very much and have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Kavita ji. We assure you of all the support that you look forward to in whatever endeavors and so many different things. It is always a pleasant thing to work under different presidents because, you know, of the diversity of the vision which is there, and that is what truly brings BMA to the top. Without taking much time, I would now like to invite the incoming Honorary Vice President Rajesh ji to propose a vote of thanks. But before that, I would request Yogi ji, Yogi Sriram, to share his thoughts. I hope he is there in the meeting.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Good evening,
Sorry, Yogi,
everyone.
it took a little time, but
no problem, no problem.
I thought, you know, after we finish and you said, I don't want to be in between.
No
All
problem.
yours.
I'm delighted to have been there throughout. First of all, let me add my compliments and salutes to Dr. RSS Mani and his entire team. A lot has been already said and in terms of the compliments and in terms of the praise, and I just want to add my bit and my felicitations to the new team, Kavita ji and all her team members, as well as the BMA members. I think a lot of programs which you people have been doing so far are extremely relevant. But just to keep up the momentum, what I find is that two areas which are very fertile still, though some agencies are still trying to do programs on these, is the national education policy, specifically from the perspective of the corporate world. The national education policy is very well known and debated by educationists and their ilk, including, I'm sure, Kavita ji and many educationists are there on this circuit. But I think from the corporate point of view, what does this multidisciplinary mean? What does interdisciplinary mean? What does transdisciplinary mean? What does it mean to have a single statistical spine for the whole country in terms of testing? What does it mean to carry credits from one university to another? I think the consequences, the impact of these have not yet been debated with that amount of intensity and depth as I would like. So just a suggestion to the president and the team. The knowledge that most of us in HR, at least in the corporate world, have about the NEP and its implications is at this moment pretty inadequate. For example, 5 years from now, if one was to go and try and recruit graduate engineer trainees from engineering college, perhaps bracketing them in mechanical, electrical, etc. will be passé, and you may have more of the mechatronics and things. So subjects such as interdisciplinary, etc., it will be good to debate. The second area is on the 4 labor codes. I know that only the wage code has actually got the stamp of approval and has actually been implemented. But the interpretation, and more particularly of the industrial relations code, is still a bit of a black box for many, especially those who are deeply embedded into HR. Many of them feel that the labor law part can be relegated to someone in IR. But I think it's extremely important to know about the implications, and it would be well worth it to have a full-fledged seminar on this. And happy to contribute for both. Thank you.
Thank you, Yogi. And I'm sure the new committee will think about it and take it ahead. Rishi, I had seen that you had raised the hand in between. I'm sorry, I could not give you a chance at that time. Would you like to say? I guess you had raised your hand to share some thought.
Yeah,
Rishi,
thank you, Mehul. Dr. Mehul, thank you very much. I wanted to say something back, but then definitely it's never too late. So I wanted to share some of the stories which we had experienced during this pandemic year. And in fact, I wanted to also share that how we really digitized the whole processes and how contagious it was to each other. We were to each other. So, I mean, there were some days, when we were literally at a loss, how will we go about in conducting all the programs digitally? Although under the leadership of Dr. Murtaza Kakiwala, we had designed the Digital Academy and we were thinking of it, but then 2020 brought it to the realistic over there. And I must say that when Professor Mani, told us to do the digital summit, we were at a loss of getting speakers. Although it was easy, but quality speakers was difficult. So I will not take too much time. But what happens is that we were finding it difficult to organize the people and getting quality speakers. And then Professor Mani said that you just get the speakers, rest I will manage. And I give a award to Professor Mani as the most networked leader, I'll say it. In fact, some days I was thinking that he may invite Prime Minister Modi or Trump also for the forum. So I must say that he's got contagious energy, and I must say he walks the talk and keeps everybody pepped up and personally involved in all the initiatives which are taken. So thank you, Professor Mani, for this great year, and we learned a lot in this pandemic times. It was an opportunity to learn. Thank you very much. It was great working under your leadership, sir.
Thanks, Jagmohan.
Thank you, Rishi.
Indrapalji's raised his hand.
Yes,
Indrapal.
Sorry. Hello. Yeah, I just want to say a little bit. Professor Mani, your 5:30 a.m. reminders to attend the meeting was one of the motivating factors for me to be present for more than 100 programs, and that was wonderful. And I was always wondering, when did you go to bed? But I never received a 5:30 a.m. reminder from any president over so many years. So that's absolutely fantastic. The second is the small request that this digital journey that started a couple of years ago must be recorded as a case study. because I think it's a fantastic transformation of BMA from physical to digital. Of course, it may be a work in progress, but I think if we take care to record it, not only will we be able to build over it, but I think for future generation, you see, that we are going to go all digital. And plus, as we, even though we may open up, we have never been able to attract that many attendees in physical form. So this may be a kind of a mix and match going forward to boost our revenues and reach out to more professional managers. So I think this case study, like whatever Jagmohan mentioned and others mentioned, the challenges overcome by the Secretariat and everybody, either in form of an oral history or a case study done by management students. But I think 2-3 years recording, it would be very, very relevant. Otherwise, they say about after a year, when the things normalize, everything will be forgotten. And this fantastic effort would not get transmitted as it should. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mehulji.
Thank
That
you.
was the request
Thank
I
you,
wanted
sir.
to make. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And I'm sure, we will take this effort to document it as a case study. And probably we will, by next year, we will actually get into the habit of, watching the webinars on Wednesday and Fridays. So I'm sure even if the world starts once again, but these efforts will go on. We assure you for that. Anybody else would like to?
Yeah, if I may add, I must compliment the immediate past president, Professor Mani, for an excellent year. I also second the part that we got the alarms at 5:30 or 6 in the morning, including this morning as a reminder for the AGM. But I think going forward, just to build on what Mr. Indrapalji said, I think we need to look at a hybrid mechanism, a hybrid format, where you have the physical conference, where there's networking, and then you have, like he said, learn from home or learn from anywhere, basically, attending all our events with, a galaxy of speakers. So I think we need to build on this, across the association. And so to say that, I think the year has been fabulous. I mean, with the Wednesdays and the Fridays, fixed timing, great speaker. I was able to attend a few of them. I won't say I attended, even 10% of the 100+ seminars that Professor Mani organized, but I noticed his way of doing it, including taking selfies of all the participants. It's a good memory, a good connect. So I think some very good, takeaways have been there. And with this, Kavita ji, I wish you the very best, and I'm sure, you will build on, all the strengths of the association and take it forward, and look forward to another exciting year at BMA. Thank you.
Thank you, Anandji. And yes, we will do that. I guess RSR Murthy has also raised his hand. Murthy, would you like to say something?
Hello, at the outset, congratulations to Dr. Kavita Lagate with her very strong academic credentials and background. I'm sure this year too will be a great year, as was the case with the presidentship of Professor RSS Mani. What stands out to me of the year that has gone by is the very participative style of leadership which Professor Mani has adopted. I think he has taken great pains to involve everyone in the process. And that, I think, is what really stands out because voluntary associations like Bombay Management Association would do well with a very participative leadership, which I think Professor Mani has demonstrated amply. And I'm sure, of course, Dr. Kavita, whom I have known for 3 years, a very learned person, would carry that legacy. Thank you very much. I just wanted to place on record these thoughts.
Thank you.
Thank you, Murthy ji.
Say something. So kudos to Professor Mani and best wishes to Kavita. It's been awesome just watching you all from the sidelines. I'm really, really excited that everybody has leapfrogged to where we are. A small little suggestion that you must now look at the charity commission status very differently. You no longer can serve only the members, you'll have to serve the city of Mumbai. And the donations you receive will no longer be only for the benefit of our members. This makes another huge leapfrog for BMA. I think the next year can be a great year where you pick up one thing, health or anything, and improve the management of that through research or through contribution. Then it's BMA now moving out of the small little family to do something great for the city of Mumbai. And I'm sure all the past presidents would be happy to support you while you sit and brainstorm. And I think you have a huge opportunity, Kavita, to make that leapfrog now to serving the city, which we've all really lived and enjoyed from. Thank you.
Yes, Nirmala, I think it was a great thought, and yes, we should move ahead in that direction. I would request Ramakrishnan, our past president, to share his thoughts. And I must also acknowledge that during the year he has instituted an award in memory of Professor Y.K. Bhushan for an institutional builder. I'm sure he would like to speak something more on that. Ramakrishnan Ramamurthy.
My warm compliments to Professor Mani and to the incoming president as well. Ma'am, we wish you great success in your tenure. On behalf of my colleagues who are former presidents, we are all here to support you in terms of the mission ahead. I wish excellent teamwork amongst everybody, and we are all looking forward to a wonderful and successful tenure for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Ram. Am I missing out anybody?
I think it is time to go for a drink now. So let's.
Yes, sir. It's been 1 hour, 48 minutes. Yes, I agree.
So,
yeah.
I think it's
it's a little bit beyond schedule. So I would.
Let me drink means different to different people. But yes, I agree with you. It's time.
No, I'm talking about Nimbu Pani only, but
I know.
Gee. So I now request Rajesh Sharma to propose a vote of thanks. He is the incoming vice president.
Thank you, Mehul Bhai. And listening to the good words during this proceedings, it was wonderful reliving every single moment of the last 1 year. And it was a privilege to be part of the EC committee under the leadership of Professor Mani. So I take this opportunity to thank all the seniors and former past presidents for their continued support and participation in all the BMA activities and their guidance for the BMA activities. This year, under the leadership of Professor Mani, as everybody has said before, BMA has reached to a next level and set a higher benchmark for the next EC to follow. We also thank all the executive committee members of the year gone by who have been very actively participating and helping the organization to conduct various programs. All the BMA members who have supported all the events during the year, are sincere thanks to them. And I will be failing in my duty if I don't mention BMA Secretariat members and staff who, for their dedication and good work during this year, which was a difficult year, and even through remote, and how quickly they have adapted to the new digital format, and they have completed all the work always in time, and the way they have been following up on a phone. All our vendors and sponsors and collaborators who were with us during the year, our sincere thanks go to them. And our sincere thanks to all the people who have participated in today's proceedings. We look forward to the same support to all my fellow colleagues in the new EC committee member under the leadership of Professor Kavita Lagate. We look forward and we assure you that we will do our best to come up to the expectations during the year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rajesh. And yes, we are there to support you for all the activities. Now we come to the last part. I formally request our new president, Dr. Kavita Lagate, to declare the formal proceedings of this AGM as closed. And I thank all of you for your attendance. I can see that there are still a whole lot of people who are attending it and having the interest in the activities of BMA. Over to you, Kavita ji, for you to announce the closure of this AGM.
So I announce the 67th Annual General Meeting of Bombay Management Association closed. Thank you so much for being with us and hope to have you for all other programs and the same support, guidance and participation for years to come. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe and all the best.
Please
Have a
stay
good
on for
evening.
our group photograph as usual.
Yes, yes.
Smiles. Cameras on, please. Let me say it once again. I hope you're not taking too much time to get ready. All right, go ahead, our very, very efficient digital photography experts.
Done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you. Thank you.